Buddhasang Sri Jagannatham Saranam Gacchami. Blessed Divyatman, I bow down to myself seated within you as the core of your being. Now I begin with a beautiful doha of Saint Kabir. चल हंसा उसी देश को जहां पर ब्रह्म का खेल दिया जले अगम का बिन बाती बिना तेल. Yes, that diya or that lamp is the lamp of consciousness which is burning day in and day out without any cotton, wheat or oil. And we all are the swans of that land where Paramatma or Satchit Ananda, existence, consciousness and bliss absolute place. And such type of a gathering and such type of a meeting gives us the hints and indication and a direction to that sacred, that holy land. And now I just feel it is my pleasure and a privilege to be a part of this great Jnana Yajna. It is being organized by the Art of Bliss, headed by Dr. Prasanna Kumar Mahapatra and his beautiful team, and Art of Bliss, and particularly the great organizer Dr. Deva Prasad Das, because their untiring efforts since the last 15 days we have got this beautiful knowledge about this bliss. Nobody is talking about bliss. Nobody. Because bliss, what is bliss? We don't know bliss. We know only Ananda. Ananda, everywhere, even in American Constitution, the motto of their citizens of America is the pursuit of happiness. Pursuit of happiness, or in source of happiness. But happiness is not bliss. Happiness is not bliss. And you see, in the great book Vedanta Sara of Sadasananda Yogendra and Viveka Chudamani, Laghu Vasudeva Manana, and Tattvabodha of Bhagavan Sri Shankaracharya, they have given us the main purpose or the main aim of a human life. What is that? The main aim is Atyantika Dukha Nibruti Paramananda Praptischa, the ultimate cessation of all sorts of suffering. All sorts of suffering herein and hereafter. And attainment of the supreme happiness called bliss. Now, please don't confuse this bliss with happiness. Mainly, this bliss is misunderstood with the three concepts. First is pleasure, second is happiness, and third is peace. All these three are not happiness. First, what is pleasure? Pleasure is whatever you feel at the level of a body. Suppose somebody caresses you and it is very short-lived, it is very temporary, and it is totally external. It is body or your sensory experiences, because your senses is five senses. Five senses, particularly all these Gyanendriyas, because you see, you have all the knowledge of this world through your five organs, five sense organs, particularly eyes, ears, etc. You all know. But that is very short-lived, and it is due to the play of a natural hormone. It is called dopamine. For dopamine, immediately you feel just like a reward, immediately you feel elated, immediately you feel just like happy, but it is not happiness. Just it is called pleasure. It is totally external. And what is happiness? Happiness is an internal state of mind and your life circumstances. Happiness is where there is Suppose that you have attained a long cherished goal, a long cherished dream. You feel temporarily, you feel happy. It is internal state of mind. Both the difference between pleasure and happiness is pleasure is totally bodily feeling and happiness is totally mental. Now comes peace. What is that? It is the tranquility, serenity, calm, and a beautiful balanced state and a state of contentment and fulfillment. There is no strive for more. In pleasure, there is hankering for more and more. Dil mange more. And in happiness also, you want more and you want to continue it. But in peace, you don't want to anything. It leads to contentment. And peace is the base for this bliss or ananda to happen. Without peace, there is no bliss. Therefore, Bhagavan Sri Krishna has said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Vasantasya kuta sukham, nasti buddhi rajayuktasya bhavana, raja bhavayata santi, vasantasya kuta sukham. That means the person who is not peaceful, he can never be blissful. Now, what is bliss? Bliss is that state of profound happiness, profound contentment, profound joy, which we have not yet felt or experienced. Because जो भाई भूमा तत्सुखम नाल पे सुखम ये छांदोग्य उपनिषद has said this. You know, Samaveda, Chandogya Upanishad of Samaveda has said that only bliss can only be in infinite, and there is no bliss in finite objects. And only what is infinite? Only infinite is. Another name of infinite or Ananta is Vishnu or Brahma. What is Brahma? Vishnu, name all pervading. And Ananta, no limit. And this only bliss can only remain in infinite. And in Taittiriya Upanishad we have one beautiful rucha. Taittiriya Upanishad, you know. And there it is said that Raso Vaisa Rasa Hivayam Labdva Anandi Bhavati. Meaning, he is full of rasa. He is anandamaya. And the person who can attain this self or this Brahman, he automatically becomes blissful. Why we are running after bliss? Why? And what for all these efforts are going on? Because Ananda Brahmeti Bhajanat, same Taittiriya Upanishad. Know that this bliss is Brahman. And Ananda Deva Kodu Imani Bhutani Jayante Anandena Jatani Jivanti Anandam Prayanti Abhisan Visanti. What does it mean? Because we have come from bliss. We are now living in bliss and we will return and watch in bliss. That is our true nature. So, what is bliss? That is consciousness and that is existence. Without, because these are three attributes of self, and when this self merges with the Supreme Self, your bliss becomes eternal. Bahya sparsesu asaktatma Vindati Atmani Jat Sukham Sa Brahma Yoga Yuktatma Sukham Akshayam Asnute. Lord Sri Krishna has said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita Panchamaskanda. That means when you don't cling to these sense objects and you will try to be silent and contemplative, you will first of all, you will experience the the bliss of the self. When the self meditates on Supreme Self, it becomes supremely blissful. Now, second thing, Bhagavan Sri Krishna has given us another important mantra in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Brahmano hi pratisthaham amrutasya abhyasya cha saswatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya oikantikasya cha. That means I am that supreme bliss, and I am the Brahma. I am the source of that Brahma, and you must attain me. I am the source of the Sanatana Dharma. Saswatasya cha dharmasya sukhasya oikantikasya cha oikantika sukhasya. That means everlasting and absolute bliss. I am the source of that. All these narratives, they direct us to have our deep nature, to discover our real nature or true nature. And what is our nature? If you read Vedanta, as Swami Vivekananda has urged us, all the posterities, to read Vedanta to know the true self. Who are you or who am I? You know, Shankaracharya, Bhagavan Shankaracharya has said in his Viveka Chudamani, Durlabham Trayame Veta Devanugraha Hetukam Manusyatum Mumukyatum Mahapurusa Samsaraya. Three things are rarely available, and that too by the supreme grace of the Lord. First, this human body in the sacred land called Bharat. Second, longing for liberation, mumukya ba mukti ichha. Third is continuous association with a self-realized saint. Three things. Only by God's grace, all these three things are available. Now, if we are by nature bliss, you cannot achieve bliss whatever you may do. Because you are bliss, you are not away from bliss. If I start to go away from Puri, I can never go to Puri. Because I am now in Puri. Exactly that. That means, if we are Anandamaya, if we are of the nature of bliss, then why we don't feel? Now, just I conclude. You have to learn to remove the barriers. Only because the fire is there, you have to remove the ashes. But you have to remove all your emotions, all your reactions, and the ways, deep contemplation, meditation, continuous self-inquiry, and then you will feel oneness with the entire universe. And there will be a continuous flow. Then you can realize what is bliss. To pave some way to bliss, there are some ways. Please, just some golden principles. Please listen first of all. First, please realize that your lifespan in this planet is very short. So each moment and each day makes that very, very, very precious, and spend it wisely. Lord Buddha has given us three mantras, three invaluable insights. First, Anityam. Nothing in this world is permanent. Second, Vasukam. Nothing in this world is permanent, satisfactory, or can give you happiness. Third, Anatmam. Nothing in this world is yourself or your own. Now, so each day is important, each moment is important. Live the life from moment to moment. and live only for today, because you cannot say that tomorrow I will be able to live in this beautiful planet to see your this smiling faces. Then don't create enmity. But however it is, when it is possible, just be grateful to everything God has given to you. That the bliss can only happen in the attitude of gratitude. Without gratitude, there is no happiness and no bliss. Gratitude means there are so many persons who are more knowledgeable and who are in every respect they are higher than me. Still, God loves me. Therefore, I should be thankful to you all and to the God at large. Then share whatever you have with others and have a broad angle of vision. The greatest teacher of Puri Acharya Hariyara has given us the mantra, be good, do good. I just supplement it with see good, hear good, speak good, expect the best and get the best. Then give. There is much joy in giving, much joy in sharing. You cannot give anything because whatever has been given to you only by God. Only you can share your advantage with the others, particularly the less fortunate ones. Now, there is a Swadhyaya. Without Swadhyaya, without continuous this reading of this Vedanta literature, you cannot know your true nature, and you have to meditate and Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasana, abide by that Supreme Self to know what is your true nature. After that, have intimate and a deep connection with God, because He has given you life and everything you have. जब दांत न था प्रभु दूध दिया, तब दांत दिए प्रभु अन्न दिए. He has provided with everything. He is the greatest provider or the great giver. So have deep and intimate connection with Him, and act as if you are the most cheerful person on earth, and spend most of the time in the lap of Mother Nature. See the sunset, sunrise, these clouds, these stars, and the shining dewdrops like pearls in the petals of grass, and deeply listen to the cool breeze passing through the leaves. Dance in the rain and bask in the golden rays of this morning sun. Then don't drag in life, just you are alive. Just sing, dance, celebrate and rejoice whatever you have been given by the great provider. And there is a beautiful poem by its name is Leisure by William Henry Davies. He has said that what is this life if so full of care? You have no time to stand and stare. Yes, enjoy life. Enjoy beautiful music. You don't owe all the problems, all the origin, anxiety, mental tension of the world. Just celebrate it. And this life is a beautiful, life is good and a beautiful divine blessing, and it is awesome. So you must express that gratitude, and I conclude it with the beautiful doha of Sant Tulsi Das. He has beautifully said, तुलसी भरोसे राम के निर्भय होकर सोए, अनहोनी सो होनी नहीं, होनी होई सो होए. But that means whatever Lord wills, that will definitely happen. And whatever He does not will never happen. So throw away all your worries and tension and stress to the wind and go to sleep in the name of the Lord. So stay प्रजाभ्यो परिपालयन्तं न्यायेन मार्गेण मही महिषा गो ब्राह्मणेभ्य शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. With this, I pray to the great Lord of the universe, our presiding date, our beloved Lord of Nilagiri, Sri Jagannath Mahaprabhu, to bless you all, so that you all be liberated while living. You all attain bliss. Thank you for your kind attention. Jai Jagannath.